So hello my family, welcome and welcome. Let me hope this finds you well wherever you're watching from. Let me know. Let me take this golden chance to thank you, all of you, the new subscribers, the returning viewers, my royal subscribers. I want to say that I don't take your support for granted. So good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and keep on supporting Max One by subscribing to his YouTube channel so that we rode to 4,000 subscribers. So we have a very fantastic video today, and we shall be analyzing, correcting, entertaining, educating, and also for those who feels like Max One does not have maybe the knowledge of doing ABCD, today on this video we shall be tackling tangible and reasonable things. So on our table we shall be having first, let us see whom we shall start with. You remember the live that I did a live, and one of the subscriber came out and said that we have a visitor from Sierra Leone who has come to the village here, and there were some things that never went well. So I told you that I was going to investigate, and yesterday I happened to meet him, and I'll be putting out whatever I have to say, because he will be watching this video, and if I lie, let him be interviewed with anyone to say his fact, because what we don't want is someone to travel from maybe a very far country to this village. You know, even as we have the YouTubers who are traveling to different countries, and it will be very, very bad if it happens like we hear that our own person has been mistreated in a certain country. So that is one. Second, I'll be analyzing about the scamming issues, because I heard that even the positive reactors, yesterday I heard from one of the ranting young boy that is in Nairobi, saying that, you know, even if I'm a positive reactor and one of us has scammed a subscriber, I'll just come and iron it out and put it out. I was like, okay, now you are getting senses, because for the first time now you are joining the real reactors, because that is what we do. For those people who call us lazy gang, those who call us that we are negative, that is what now we do. What you did the other day, that is now what is real called reaction, and that is why we are being called negative, because we speak the truth. And you are saying that now they are going to hate you, they are going to call you that you are negative. For us, we are used to that. So continue the same spirit. I'll be coming to analyze that. And third, we have mayuguno also on our table. Mayuguno now, you know, is crying here right center, saying that I want to remain alone. I don't want to depend to anyone. I'm not a baby to anyone. You know, I told you that people should, you know, once you've been taught how to fish and been given the working tools, you know, believe in yourself. There's no need of you crying out saying that fake friends. I don't want to mingle with fake friends anymore. I want to be alone. I don't want collaboration. I'll be coming to that. And also we shall be having our brother Ayamarwa on our table. We shall be analyzing it very, very well. And also, not forgetting, I'll be taking you to Bukina Faso. You know, Bukina Faso is one of the landlocked countries that is now the talk of the world. And why is it the talk of the world? We have the youngest president in the whole world, who is 37 years, by the name Ibrahim Traore, who is also my role model. I usually follow him so much, and I'll be comparing the 19 massive projects that he has done, and is trying, to improve the massive 19 projects. I'll be tackling the 19 massive projects that is trying to improve in Bukina Faso, and I'll be telling you the reason as to why is the talk, and I'll also be so anxious to travel to Bukina Faso and one day even to meet Ibrahim Traore, because he's one of the role model leaders, one of the most focused, intelligent, determined president, one of the president who does not allow corruption, one of the president who wants to see his people getting the rightful things, in a right way. So I'll be coming there. But before I come there, let me start with what I had started with to analyze. So let me come back to our village before I go to Burkina Faso. First, yesterday I was so privileged. When I was just walking, me in the village, I usually walk, I walk on foot. And one day maybe God will bless me, maybe with a motorbike or maybe with a car. That is the time when maybe people won't see me, maybe walking on foot. But yesterday was so privileged when I was walking in Yabohanse, just on the path. I never knew that this gentleman from Sierra Leone is one of my subscriber who watches me. He even told me the name that he uses while commenting in my YouTube channel, and I was like, okay, let me go through my comments and see if for sure it is true. So he told me, Max One, I love what you're doing. When I wanted to come to this village, I had two options. One was to come to be hosted with one of the reactors from the village. And second was to meet the reactors. But I want to say that during my when I was in the village, I wanted to settle 1, 2, 3 things before maybe I could come out, so that to meet you and to meet other people. So I said, okay, because I had been told the earlier time when we were doing the live that something had happened to him. So I never wanted to hide anything. I just asked him, have you maybe encountered any hostility from our village since you came? And he was open and he told me that, my brother, it is life. It is life. We as gentlemen, we face a lot. He told me that when I came to the village, when I was being hosted, there's some gentlemen maybe misunderstanding, misunderstanding here and there. And that is why I had to move from where I was being hosted to take my own house and to continue with my own things that brought me to the village. And I asked him, have you, the person who hosted you, did he take you to the chief? Because that is what we were told on our live. Because I never wanted to hide anything. I wanted to know for sure, is it true that someone can host one of our visitors who comes to this village with a good intention and later take him to the chief just because maybe of misunderstanding, small misunderstanding here and there? He told me to be genuine, Max One, because you're a truthful person. I don't want to lie to you. The truth is that I was not taken to the chief. I was not taken to the chief. But we had some small misunderstanding that never pleased me. But we never proceeded to maybe to authorities like the chief or the police. I told him, okay, apart from that, did that person scam you? Did he scam you? You know, I'm saying this, my subscribers, because I'm in this village, and when one of our subscriber hears something and he brings it on our table, it's my mandate to come out and investigate and to know the root of these things that maybe has happened. So he told me that, oh, Max One, you know, for sure I won't speak about that. I won't speak if I was scammed or not. But the only thing that I know is that everything that I did and everything that I came to do in this village is just because it comes from my heart in a good will. Yeah. So he told me that maybe one of the days maybe he can come and we do a video together, because I realized that even him, he want to join this street of YouTube, because he told me that he'll be opening a YouTube channel, and he'll be, because from Sierra Leone there's no YouTube content creation, and he told me that he was inspired to come to the village and to see this village. I asked him, so why are you here? He told me that I came first to see the people that I watch. Second, I was so inspired with the YouTubers from the Nyabohanse village, and I wanted to come and see how you operate, you know. And third, I want to open a YouTube channel so that even me, when I go back to Sierra Leone, I'll just introduce, you know, 1 to 3 things that I know about YouTube when I go back. Okay, I said, okay, that is good. So my subscribers, I want to say that so before I come there, I asked him, so are you fine? He told me, yes, my brother, I'm fine. Right now, I'm doing very fine. And he told me that he's been assisted with one of the boys from the village here. The same boy that our subscriber had told us. That is true. He took him in, and they were living together with that young boy, and until now, when he got his own apartment where now he's renting and is doing his own things. So he told me that everything now is fine. He doesn't have anything, maybe he doesn't have any grudge with our brother who hosted him, and the only thing that he wants is just to make peace, because he never came for fights, he never came for quarrels, he never came maybe to divide anyone in the village. He just came with good intention. Yeah, so I want to say that maybe our fellow reactor who maybe hosted him, I want to tell you that the man from Sierra Leone, who is also a young gentleman, is just our age. He doesn't have any grudge with you, and when even you meet, just greet each other. We are all human beings, no one is perfect. Yeah, but the reasons to why I had to ask him these questions, it is because it was brought on my live, and I didn't want to give it a blind eye, because that is why we are doing this reaction content. Yeah, so far so good. Just know that the man is doing his own things, and is trying to do videos before he comes out to upload to create his own YouTube channel, so that he'll show the people from Sierra Leone that for sure is in the village and is being taken very well. You know, when there's a when misunderstanding comes maybe in between us, it doesn't mean that all people now they have no good intention. No, we are human beings. People quarrels, people fights, but later they talk, you know. Yeah, that is why we are human beings, and that is why we were given brains different from the animals, because for us, we can make things, we can forgive each other, and we can move, you know. And that is what we want our village to be like. Yeah, so that thing is addressed. So let me come to this coming issue. You know, I told you that you know, me, I won't mention the names, because I only want to touch the bases. I told you that the subscribers that are watching me, they watch so many people. They have subscribed, some of them they have subscribed to so many YouTube channels. And you cannot lie to anyone. Even the bag of cement, you cannot lie. You know, someone might ask you, how much is the bag of cement? And you say, oh, 1,500. Thinking that maybe you are the only person that maybe has subscribed to. Here in this village, you cannot lie to any subscriber because they know everything. They have known everything. And that is why I usually preach that let us, try to be transparent people. Let us try to be people whom we can be trusted. You know, with, I won't say that maybe we, the people from Yabuhanse, we are the only people who have got problems. No, even the subscribers that help us, they have got their own, problems to solve. When you see maybe someone coming out in a good way to support you, it doesn't mean that he has a lot. He just sacrifices and says that, oh, let me help this poor son that is in this village. Let me help this poor daughter in this village. At least to better herself or to better himself. But you end up being ungrateful. You end up not knowing that you don't cut the hand that is feeding you. So when I came to this close to this video of this young man that is ran from the village here to Nairobi, and he was doing a video concerning his fellow a YouTuber who is now a positive reactor, because that is the name that they have named themselves. That now they have told us that we are negative, for them they are positive. They don't know that we are the mothers, we are the fathers, that we are born to them. But I usually say, the ego. The ego is not a good thing. So he was talking about that one of the subscriber sent money to one of the YouTuber who is a reactor from the village. And it was not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. So the instruction was so easy. The instruction was so easy. When we keep quiet with these things, people will say that, oh, Max One, why didn't you not address that matter? Why didn't you say anything about that matter? And for us, we don't hide anything. For us, we are here to speak the truth the way it is. We are not here to apply the oil on people's backs when other things are going amiss. No. We cannot do such a things. So he said that one of the subscriber, who is a mom, sent the money to this reactor, and he told him that take the 40%, and you can take the 60%. You can take the $40 and you can remain with the rest. Take that $40 too. That is it is small things that make someone to look very bad. And these are the same people who usually comes up and to attack us. Me, I uploaded that video and I have now the receipts and everything. And if this young man usually comes like he has talked about me 2 times. I have been quiet and I said, okay, may God forgive you because you don't know what you're doing. Me, I don't reiterate. Yeah, I don't retreat. They do say English is not Englishing. I don't respond to anything. Some I usually take them just for like this one, he doesn't know what he's doing. Let him just do because when he talks about Max One, maybe he's making something, and I cannot deny him to do or deny her to do what makes her feel good, and maybe to keep him wherever he is renting, maybe to keep him have something to put on the table. I will never do such a thing. So he had been talking about me twice, but I usually meet, we greet each other. Me, I have nothing grudges. He's just like a brother to me. Because these things, it doesn't make that maybe we are enemies. No? And that is why I usually tell you that me, Max One, I usually meet all the YouTubers. Even Ayamaro, we usually meet, we greet. People like mayuguno, we greet. Nasto, we greet. We greet. We laugh together. You know, even when Minhawi came to this village, the time when he was like, oh, 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 when he came, the first person that he said sorry to was me. He said me, you know, Maxwell, I love your content because you speak the truth. You are a honest young man. But, you know, when we are belonging to other part, we have to pretend like everything is just okay, just to fool our subscribers here and there. That is what these the so-called positive reactors they are doing. They're just fooling them, knowing that for sure Max One is saying the truth, but let us say that it is not true. So things fall apart. Now, when the money was sent, according to this one of the reactors from Nairobi, he's saying that the man never took anything to the person that he was directed to take the small percentage to. And now the mom came out and he was like, oh, because I've been calling this young man and I've been so supportive to him, and now he cannot even answer my calls. He cannot do anything. He keeps on telling me that he's busy. I'll call you back, just because of the $40. And I was like, oh, if his fellow reactor, the positive, the so-called positive, has said it, then who am I, Maxwell, not to say this? Hmm? So I want to say that, my brother, if you know this was true, you know, people make mistakes. No one is perfect. People make mistakes. I want to say that $40 is about 4,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, it is about 4,000 Kenyan shillings. You can even borrow from someone, take that money to that girl, known as Robbie, and she's known as Robbie. I don't know, Robbie John. I don't know who. Some that lady is known as Robbie. So you can borrow even from your friends, you know, so that you come out, you do a video with that lady. Maybe when the money was sent, maybe you are broke, maybe you never had maybe something maybe to put on the table, or maybe the communication came later. Maybe after you spending that money, that is when maybe the call came, maybe after that, you know, the man that I've sent you, you have to take this to someone and you remain this percentage with yourself. And maybe after you've spent, and that is when now things came up. You know, for me, I'm not biased. Me, I don't hate anyone. Me, I should say things the way they are. Because I know our fellow YouTubers, I know our fellow brothers from the village here. Everyone needs money, you know. Everyone wants to better himself. And that is why, let me tell you this, my subscribers. Me, I want to say that my name has been tarnished so much, even with my good friends, to my subscribers. And the good thing is that the good subscribers usually calls me and tells me that, Max One, why is this person talking negative about you and you've never said anything bad about him? I even one of the subscriber called me and told me that you know, Max One, is a time that I wanted to support you, at least to do something. But because of one of your friends from that village that you trust as a brother came out and he was saying a lot of negative, wherever I called him, and even to speak about you, he could abuse you, he could say a lot of negative about you, he could even say how you are. But I have come to realize, you know, you are a good person. You are a good person. You are a genuine person. You have a good heart. So sometimes it is good for the subscribers to learn for themselves. Because when we come out, maybe we talk, there are some people just behind us who are very, very jealous maybe of our own progress. The small progress that you are making, someone is just looking into it as a very bad thing, you know, like he's feeling like, oh, this thing could have come to me, you know, all these things could be me, or the small Max One that is getting, that one could have come to me, you know. But people are people. We should learn, you know, we should learn to tolerate each other, and because we are human beings, we learn from mistakes. We do say once bitten, twice shy. They do say that doing a mistake is not a mistake, but repeating a mistake is a mistake. So for me, I've learned a lot of, uh, you know, this life the way it is supposed to be balanced. So I want to say this. I want to send this message to so-called positive reactors. I want to say that if you are saying that we are negative reactors, try to be, you know, try, to be clean, try to be so clean. For us, we are used, we are even used to those names that we are negative, we are the lazy people, you know. Yeah, we are used to those names, but for sure, even our subscribers knows that we are the most intelligent and focused, determined, and very hardworking people, and the most trusted people that we are in the village. No matter how people will come out tarnishing our name, it will eventually come. Karma is real. It eventually comes around. It attacks the person who has got a lot of mouthing, tarnishing other people's name, abusing other people. It usually comes around and you find himself in a hot soup, drama after drama. And he usually wonder that, oh, the person that was trying to tarnish his name, he has never been, he has never been into these messes that I'm trying to speak. For me, I don't care, I usually say that a person who abuses me, a person who a subscriber calls to ask about me, and that person starts, trying to tarnish my name, abusing me, me, I don't care, because I usually say that that is hypocrisy of the highest order, greediness of the highest order, hate of the highest order. And if you have that kind of character, you won't go anywhere. And that is why you see me, my content reaction, I usually react with a lot of wisdom. I don't want to spoil for anyone, because I know we are young men, that we are living, we are growing. I actually know that we are young sisters. I have young sisters and brothers, even if they're YouTube content creators, and even if they have gone astray, I'll know how to put it so that even him, if he watches it, I will say that for sure, Max One has got a point. Max One is my brother, he has got a point. So let me correct it in a good way. But not abusing that person. Because even if, let me say this, even if I spoil things for you, that thing that I'm trying to spoil for you won't come to me. Maybe it will go to another person. The only thing that I'll do is just to pass. The only thing that I'll do is just to pass a good message to you in a polite way, so that you rectify, you continue enjoying what you're enjoying. This kind of characters, other reactors, other YouTubers backbiting their fellow people, just because they feel like, that is not a good thing. So my message to this YouTube content creator who is alleged to take the money, to be sent the money and never took the money to someone that was to be sent that money. That is a small money. That is a small amount of money. That you are just upcoming YouTuber, and making things worse, you are calling yourself a positive reactor, and you are always criticizing and saying that we are negative. So for me, I don't want to destroy maybe what you are trying to do, because you are still growing. You are still growing, and life is not so easy. Life is not so easy here. So for me, my advice to you, just try, even to borrow the 4,000 from someone, even from your friend. Go do a video so that you show out to the entire world that for sure, the message came late. I never knew that I was supposed to do this. Even I'm trying to give you Max One, you have a good heart, but people never understand. Only intelligent people will understand, and that is what is keeping me moving. Because they usually say, "Oh, Max One, you'll never do any progress." For me, I usually come slowly by slowly, and they usually say that, "May God bless you, my subscribers, for always coming to hold my hand. May God bless my moms. May God bless my dads. May God bless my sisters and brothers. You're good people. You're good people. Continue holding Max One hand. The journey is still so the journey has just started. So that is the advice that I can give to these, when I will say that fake positive reactors, people will say that I don't know what I'm saying. Huh? But that is true. That is true, because people should not be fooling other people that we are positive. Well, we are positive. Them they are negative. They are negative. They are fake. No, no one is fake. No one is negative. Hmm? First, you should be thanking us because we are the founder of this reaction. You should, you should be. Even if you don't have fear, you should have respect. That is it. So let me come to Mayuguno. Mayuguno is one of our content creator here, one of our brother, one of our own. And for me, I love Mayuguno so much. But the things that he does are the ones that are shocking me. Shocking me and shocking me. You might take a rope and put it to your own neck, and you might not know. Because, you cannot build 3 houses at a time. Not unless, for sure, you have other resources, or you know how to utilize your resources to finish what you've started. I should ask myself, if I started building that house that I am, now this is the 3rd year. The 3rd year. And I'm still patient because I know God's time is the best. I'm still patient. How about someone has built the first house, the second house is complete, the third, first floor, second floor, even they have put the slab and everything, and even the bricks, and you're still crying, sometimes I usually say, even God, wherever he's sitting, sometimes he gets annoyed and say, this son of mine is trying to be ungrateful, which is something very bad. Very, very bad. So I want to say that to my brother Mayuguno, for you saying that maybe your friends are the one whom don't want your progress, because now you are going to terminate the brotherhood, you are going to stay alone, you don't want anyone now to be your friend, you want to do your own things. Let me tell you, not unless you be like Max 1, because I've said that once bitten, twice shy, you won't manage. And I want to say that even, you usually do things just for views. But me, Max 1, I usually do things because I'm serious. And I'm always serious. And that is why I usually say, me, I can't worship anyone. And I'll never worship anyone. And I can't say that there is anyone who came out and or say that I opened a YouTube channel for Max 1. No one even knows who opened for me a YouTube channel. It's not Ayamarwa. It's not David Jr., is not Dim Wango, is not those people who maybe you might think that I usually believe in myself and usually say I can make it. I can, where they see that where people think that it is very impossible, that is when I see that is possible. That is very possible, because me, the last thing that I will ever have is fear. Fear is an enemy to progress. So my brother, people like Ngutu the widow, people like, you've been seeing, working with your brothers here and there, going to Shirati, to your home, people accompanying you there, Let me say this. If you see your things are not going at a fast rate the way they used to go back to your knees, Repent. Maybe there's something that you did very bad that is making you, you feel like people are envious of you while people are not envy. Because me, I know, if the donations were coming just the way they used to come to you, I think that that first floor, second floor house, you could have even finished it. But I want to tell you, me, I usually, apart from telling you, passing this message, I usually give you spiritual. I can even give you spiritual food. So let me feed you spiritually. Go back to the church, because you say that I even saw you wearing a suit and saying that, from today I'll be going to the church. Of Congress, Dad, I'll never miss going to church. So when it reaches on a Sabbath day, you go to church, repent and say, God, forgive me where I sinned, God forgive me what I never did good. At least, but you trying to say that, calling your friends the rats, saying that now I have done with the rats now. I don't want the rats anymore. I want to stand my own. No one, no one is saying no, you should not stand by your own. You stand by your own. But you are used, let me say that, it will be very, very difficult for you to stand by your own, and you are used to walk. People had been carrying you, holding your hand, here and there, trying to praise you, Team Rindima here, Team Rindima there, huh? For me, I'm a one-man army. Me, I'm just one-man army. Hmm? For me, I usually say I'm a king, because at least for me, I can do something. I can even say, oh, I've touched the hand of someone. I've touched the hand of someone. But now, that is not the right thing, my brother, because I have not seen maybe your fellow YouTubers maybe backbiting you, abusing you to your own subscribers. For me, I have the evidence, For me, I have the evidence. People had been abusing me. My own people, my own friends, they go on my back, they abuse me. Don't even support Max One. Max One is he doesn't need any help. Max One, I usually say, if Ayamaro needs help, if Ayamaro needs help, if the junior needs help, if Dimwango needs help, people with more than 100,000 subscribers, people making millions of views per month, and they still need help. How about Max One with 3,500 subscribers? A young man who is trying to better himself, and you are there cutting his, this is so bad. And you are my fellow, maybe you are my fellow reactor, maybe you are my fellow YouTuber, and your content, sometimes it doesn't make sense. And that is why I usually say, if you are a reactor, be a good reactor. Analyze what is supposed to be analyzed. But apart from that, calling people, tormenting other people, that is not a good thing. So mayuguno, me, I want to advise you as a brother. I want to say this in a good way, because I know you're watching me and you usually watch me. Because even when we meet, you usually tell me that, oh, Max One, I saw you say that thing in a good way, my brother. I'll change. So let me advise you. Your team is a good team. It respects you. First, you came from the same place, I want to say. And those people had been so supportive to you. You've been using them to be your muscles. I want to say this without fear of contradiction, without going corner. And I want to tell you to tell you why you are making a mistake. Those people, they've been there for you. Your first house, you built with them. You don't know how you are paying them. Maybe, father like son, maybe it is because of the shoutouts and they were doing the job for free. No one knows. No one knows, because the masterclass from your dad you might even extend it to your own. So maybe those brothers, they were working for free for you. The only thing that you are enjoying is the company, the shoutouts, and building the channels. And apart from that, you can see God has blessed 2 or 3 among your camp. At least they have their own homes. So it's not good you coming from, maybe you come from Tanzania, both of you, to this village. God has blessed you, bought a land from here, and now you are building together, and now it reaches a time where your things are not going just because maybe you made a mistake of your own, and now you bring, it is now like you're trying to show the subscribers that it wasn't it was not you, but them. They're the one who messed you, but you never messed, that is not. You just collect yourself, go to church, where you wronged maybe your God. Don't be so bitter. Don't be so bitter just because your dad, Ayamaro, has said that he won't be doing any shoutouts for you or for any YouTuber from the village. And even it is now a big blow. It is a very big blow. It's a big blow to these nonsense people calling themselves positive reactors, because they thought that when IMR will be coming to the village, they'll be now flocking down there, holding their GoPros and cameras, abusing us. But now IMR has got brains. He knows that Max One is on the he always get it right. Max One always says the truth. So there's no need of me maybe saying that Max One is biased, Max One no. That is why Ayamaro respects me so much. You might not know, but he respects me because he knows. Even the time when we met, we had a meeting here concerning electricity. We went there and we sat together. Actually, he said that now this Max One. And I told him that don't bribe these people of KPLC, because getting the electricity is our right. But because they're used that when they come, you have to give them money, they'll end up, they'll end up making you feel bad. They'll end up eating your money. Because they usually say that the way you train a child, that is how that child grows. And he said that for sure, Max One, I've been giving out these people money, telling me that they'll do this, they do that, and even this connection that I did it in a bad way, and I know now that is why they're asking. I told him that it is because of your, you don't ask people like Max One to help you out. You feel like you know everything. You feel like the people who are worshiping you, they will see you as inferior. No, will be superior even if you ask for help from your younger brothers, from your, it doesn't make you small, no. So I want to say that mayuguno, don't feel so bad just because of Ayamaro saying that. I know that you feel like you are so lonely, you feel like now an orphan. No, stand by your own, because you saw Nasto came out the other day and he was saying that, once someone has taught you how to fish, you should not be going there. That is one way of winning a baby. A baby when he's breastfeeding and you want to win him or her, he'll be ranting, crying here. He will be even seeing you as an enemy. So mayuguno, don't see your dad as an enemy. It's only that he's saying that you should do a progress for your own. You should not just like the money you get, maybe you do it like, you do something that that at least shows that for sure you are doing something. Because if I give you the shoe that I'm wearing, mayuguno, to wear, I think you it won't fit you, because you'll cry a lot. You'll cry a lot. You cry a lot because you don't have any child that you are supporting even in school. You don't. So Swahili, they do say tuliza boli, wanja bado ni mdogo. In English, that is a say that says that hold the ball, hold the ball, because in every kick that starts, you have to hold the ball first. See the passes where you want to. Yes. So keep cool, my brother. Keep cool. We don't want people crying here in this village, and God has blessed you so much. Instead of you being appreciative, you are crying, and people are like, oh. And call Mama Grace. Call Mama Grace and say sorry. If you wronged her, say sorry. But don't bring this division like, I don't want my team anymore. My team is a very bad team. No, we know your team is a good team. And they worship you. They worship you. When you say right, they run right. When they say left, they run left. When you say pollute the air, they pollute the air. When you say jump, they jump. When you say lie down, they lie down. So, I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand. So after saying that, let me take to Bukina Faso. And I want to say that one day, Even me, let me have one of the subscriber to support me to travel in 2 countries. There are 2 countries that I want to travel to. I want to go to Jamaica and I want to go to Bukina Faso. But today I will be telling you why I want to travel to meet, God willing, to meet the president of Bukina Faso. It is possible because if our president Ruto here was in our village here and usually come here, this is maybe the 6th time that is coming in our village here. I'm sure even me when I travel to Burkina Faso, I might see the president, because for me, that president is my role model. First, I want to say that he's a young, innovative and creative leader that Burkina Faso has got. And I want to say that he has took from Sankara. Sankara is one of the president of Burkina Faso who was assassinated, by his immediate person. I usually say, your friend, your immediate friend is the one who will kill you. The person that you trust so much, that is the person that will kill you. So Sankara was killed. That was 80s. Was killed. And the reason of him being killed, he said that we don't want imperialism. We don't want imperialism. We want to liberate our country. We want to speak our own, because our country has got enough, to feed, our people to drink, our people to have good shelter, our people, and the Western people, the Western people, you have 2 countries, you have France, and the others. They are the one that have settled. They are siphoning, I want to say they are siphoning the resources of our Africa continent, which is very bad. So I want to say that I was so, me, I'm a person whom I read so many books. I'm a person whom I explore a lot. People think that maybe my brain is just to be compared with, and that is why even Maro knows that I'm smart. People knows that I'm very smart. Because, and that is why I don't respond to any YouTuber who attacks me, calls me, anything that he says, it's very hard for me to respond. Even the subscribers do call me and tells me that, oh, I saw someone talking about you, Max One. Is it? I usually say, okay, I'll do my own research. When I see it is relevant, because if you argue with a fool, you'll be a fool. So I want to say that I was so impressed to see that Burkina Faso has got a young president. Although, when I take the history of Burkina Faso, most of the handing over of the presidency is through coup. Through coup, because the president takes another president out. That is what I realized in Burkina Faso. Even the president of Burkina Faso, took another president out of coup, because he saw he was supporting imperialism, rather than supporting the rights of their own people. And that is why, because he was a general, he said, no, enough to this nonsense. Our people cannot suffer, and we have what it takes to take this country to a better place. So I had been following the history about this young president known as Ibrahim Traore. And what has impressed me so much is not because maybe he has got he's handsome, he's energetic, he's a soldier. No, what has impressed me is his intelligence, his brains. He's so smart, very smart. And for me, people might be asking, oh, Max One, why are you like you are alone, and why are you like, sometimes for you to get the right person whom you can sit down with, reason together, do things together, it takes time, it takes time, because your IQ might be so high, and maybe his IQ might be low, and he might up thinking that you are ignoring him, but that is not the case. So let me come to why I'm saying that Burkina Faso right now is the best country, having the best president, and his people of Burkina Faso are very happy. I'll be touching to 19 massive projects that I have come to realize that Ibrahim Traore is making efforts to ensure that Burkina Faso is rising, to be somewhere. Because it has been insulted, the people had been suffering, people had been misplaced, and right now they are saying that they have now gotten the right person. So my plea is to just say that we've had such people like this president, and they are being assassinated, they are being killed. Please, those people who kills good presidents like the young one that they have got, please let him liberate his people. Let him at least make Burkina Faso a country where people can. Because if someone tells you that I don't want to see you in my house, that house does not belong to you. Why do you get so angry? To an extent, now you want to kill that person. And he has told you that I don't want you to come to my house. I don't want you to take this thing. That is what the president is doing. He's just telling those people, the Western people who are there, that for sure, it is enough. You've took a lot from us. Now, we can do without you. We can do without you. And the first thing that I saw, he sent out the troops of soldiers from the Western countries out. That was the first thing that he did. That was the first thing that he did, and it was like, oh. So he has realized that his own people can put security for their own people. That is good. The second thing, even before I go there, let me now analyze and highlight the 19 massive projects. Number one is road construction. Right now, Burkina Faso is rising so much high in improving the roads, Because even as in Kenya here, yes, our president is trying a lot, but sometimes it's only that it is slow. Because even we had our president, he came here to our village here the other time. I'll be saying and comparing to our country, so that even you should not think that maybe our country does not do something, but we are trying. Our president came to our village here. I think now 1 year has passed. He came and launched one of the roads here to be tarmacked. But we are surprised until now, nothing has been done. But we know, we believe in the process. We know things will be done. So Burkina Faso, the president is ensuring that the roads are in good standard. The roads are being, constructed in a good, put in a good standard where the Burkina Faso can enjoy. They can enjoy, and that is what leaders should be doing. That is what leaders should be doing. Second, I was impressed because when I went to my own research, I realized that they've got a wheat flour mill, a wheat flour mill industry that is now processing the wheat flour for themselves. And the wheat flour is very good for the babies, for the porridge, and even here, even we don't have even a company. Let me say this, not in a bad way. We as the tribe of Korea, where I come from, we produce a lot of maize. But you can't imagine that we don't have a factory for processing and even for making this flour. I want to say that our tribe, we as the Korean, we could be even be the richest. But it is good that we put these to our leaders, and we are hopefully that they will do something. Because you cannot produce something and people just come take it just with a very low coin, and for them they go and sell it with a high coin. It's very bad. So when I was doing my research, I realized that they have got a wheat flour factory that is processing their own wheat, which is very nice. They are selling it in supermarkets. They are now enhancing themselves, which is a very nice thing. That is creative and innovative. And that is the kind of leadership that we want. The third thing that I realized is that they have got tomato processing factory. And now they're processing the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is one of the ingredients that is put in to add flavor in food, and they're selling it now to other countries. And that is why, things are going in Bukina Faso in a good way. Another thing that I've realized that they have gone even to an extent of making their own detergents like the washing bars, this detergent of washing. And that is because of having a very good leader who is looking very far to see that how can I better the lives of my people. And right now they cannot even they are not importing the detergents, they are making it. They are not importing the tomato sauce, they are doing it. They are not importing the wheat flour, they are processing it by their own. The roads, they are passable. And the other thing that I have realized that they have got a mega we call it geriatric hospital, one of the biggest hospital, modern hospital that Ibrahim Traore is building right now. And I was shocked, when I went around to survey it, although it was on camera, I was like, oh, this is now the thing that we should be having. And that hospital is going to have everything in it. Scanning, x-ray, when the mother want to give birth, just some seconds. They'll just be placing her there. Instead of I've seen this even to my wife when I took her to the lab, to the hospital to deliver. Imagine we went there at 10 p.m. and she delivered at around 6 a.m. So about 7 hours, she was just walking, touching herself like this, walking with her toe, she was not stepping on the floor. She was, and I was like, oh. So this hospital that is being built by the president, I want to say that it will even ease the deliverance. They will put something there. Once a mom is just put there, the labor just comes itself and she delivers without her going through a lot of pains, Another thing that I have realized that they have got a very good post bank of Bukina Faso, where now they can do their own transactions here and there. And that is how they are avoiding this all drama of, the dollar and everything. If you have got your own bank, that is a step, That is a step. A post bank of Bukina Faso is a very big post bank where the citizens are going to bank their money, they withdraw their money, they keep, they borrow, as the country is developing. Another thing, I've realized that they have got a hydrocarbon depot. Hydrocarbon is not a joke. It's not a joke, my people. is not a joke. A hydrocarbon is not a joke. And you know, only intelligent people will understand what I'm speaking, because I'm speaking wisdom. I'm speaking things that other YouTubers might not speak. Huh? You know? And that is why I don't reiterate. Huh? My mind, I know my mind. Hmm? So imagine a hydrocarbon depot, their own factory, is not a joke. Hmm? Now what surprised me is that even they have they have now advanced themselves. Now they have electric cars, electric vehicles, of which I remember our president came out and said that he said to our young generation, you know, the Gen Zs, the border, the motorbike riders, our president told them that, you know, when I will be elected as the president, I am assuring you that you will not be using petroleum anymore. I will bring the motorbikes that you'll be charging during at night. The only thing that you have to do is just to charge. The motorbike, you charge it when you wake up in the morning. You just take over. But now, even the vehicles. But now I don't know where that dream went. But when I went into deep in Bukina Faso, I found that they are advancing. They have now come with this new technology where now they are making electric vehicles where you just charge. You don't depend, you know. You don't depend like the fuel and plus to import the fuel from other countries to your countries. No. That is a very big step. I was shocked to see even he's trying to innovate the stadiums, you know. He's trying to innovate the stadiums, putting them in the correct order. You know, stadiums are where talents are being developed. You have different talents, football talents, festival talents, you know. So I'm seeing that this is a visionary president, a visionary leader who is trying to do something, and that is why, you know, people want to kill him. People want to take his. And I usually wonder, why should you take someone's life just because he has seen, he has opened his eyes, and he has come out with innovative ways to put something on the table for his people? Why? So he's building big stadiums where I think now they'll be hosting even football, you know, because many years Burkina Faso has never hosted any football match. I think if these stadiums will be over, I think we shall be watching even the football from Burkina Faso, which is a very big step to be done in 2 years. Only in 2 years. Imagine. And we have other presidents who are going for 10 years. The only thing they do is just to go out. We've heard. Our president is not one of them. Our president is a good president. Even him is trying at least to do something, more especially in the agriculture sector. I can see coffee farmers right now, they are being paid 150 Kenyan shillings per kg. And during the time of our President Uhuru Kenyatta, they were being paid 50 Kenyan shillings. During the era of our President of Kibaki, who died, they were being paid around 10 Kenyan shillings. During the era of the president of our president who is late, Torotich Arap Moi, he used to pay them 2 shillings. So at least I can see in the, and also right now in agriculture, the fertilizer, at least now he subsidized it, and we are buying it at 2,500, and that time the farmers were buying it at 7,500. So where credit is to be given, let us give credit. right? Let us give credit. And for me, my ambition, because me, I've never been voted in to be a leader. People have never voted me, but I usually hear people even saying, "Oh, you are a leader. You are a leader. Thank you so much. One day I'll become a leader, and I'll be a visionary leader." And for me, what I don't tolerate is nonsense. When I want to do something, I want to do it. The only thing that is supposed to be done, a leader is supposed to be a leader, not a ruler. You lead people. You lead people in a good way. People are the one who will assist you to build your own country. If you treat them well, they will work hard in their farms. They produce a lot of their produce. They will, they will work very hard. But if you mistreat them, so I was talking about the stadium, and I'm very impressed that for sure, and I want to say that one day, one time, we shall be watching football from Bukina Faso. The Burkinabes, may I want to salute you and salute you. May you keep it up, giving a humble time to this young president that you've got, that is a visionary leader who sees. And when I saw him going to Russia, Putin is the president of Russia. And Putin has got a good heart, because I used to see how he had been trying, to help Burkina Faso for a long time, for a very long time, without taking anything from them. And even the last visit that I saw, he even offered the security for the president of Burkina Faso. Imagine. And he was guided with some jets, and he was put in the middle. God, when God says yes, he says yes. And I want to say to Putin, continue protecting this president. Continue protecting him, because he wants young leaders who have got a visionary, who has ideas. That is the leaders that we want. So let me continue. I've reached at 9 massive, let me highlight the 10th massive project that I have seen. The university improvement. Right now, I want to see that is building the universities, is building the schools, which is a very good thing. Because the thing that wipes out poverty is you make sure that you've enhanced the learning sector things first. The required resources and everything. So that now the children will now go to school. And after doing that, I'm very impressed, that he has made education, which is also the 11th thing that I want to speak about. Free education. From primary, secondary to university. After him coming out, now he's building the universities, building the schools. You can't imagine. Now he's making the education free. Education free. Education free. The 12th thing that I want to speak about is building for the homeless people. For the his homeless people. A lot of homes. Not just homes, but I want to say that first, second, third floor. First, second, third floor. First, second, third floor. Okay, even our president is trying, affordable houses. He's trying to bring these affordable houses. But I don't know how it is going to work. If for sure, the low people are the ones that are going to live in those houses. We are eager to see which criteria we'll be using, so that because even our president has tried, he has put affordable houses all over the country. He has put those affordable houses all over this country. He has put, even in our village here, just our neighbors here, we have affordable houses there. A lot, 279 houses, they are there. He came recently here when you heard that he was bitten by a shoe. He launched another one there, and it is going on. It is going on, and it is peaking. He never stopped because of maybe what happened. I want to say that It wasn't intentional, although it was a very bad thing scenario, but it wasn't intentional because the boy was just holding his shoes, and he was blocking someone from behind. So that person got so, let me say it the way he see it, got so angry, and he had to hit that shoe. Hitting that shoe, it went straight to the president because he was the one that he was standing at the high point. So it went by, you know, by bad luck, it hit him. And I want to say that the president, the advisor of the president, has bought a very nice phone for that young boy, 18 years old, so that at least when the president will be coming again to the village, he will not be holding the shoes, but will be holding the phone, the Galaxy, the Samsung Galaxy, what 100,000 plus Kenyan shilling. And also there was some president that was being awarded. So we were continuing. Was talking about the education sector. No, yeah, the housing that he has come out and he has built for his people, and the Bukina Faso people, the Bukina Bays, that they are very happy. Those who were in the streets, those who had shed a lot of tears, now they have shelter. Hmm? I want to speak about the Wadagu Airport. I remember I had come a certain clip where I watched France. France was telling Traore, Ibrahim Traore, that you have to beg us to bring the planes to your place. And the president got angry and said, okay, you think we cannot make it? Now we are going to at least build the Wadagu Airport, where the airplanes will be coming and landing. The airplanes will be coming and landing. And when he saw, the president of France, I don't know what is wrong with him, because he feels like people are puppets. People should meant to be puppets. People should meant to be subjects. No, that's not it. Hmm? And when I laughed. Actually, I laughed when the president of France told told the president of Bukina Faso that you should not take us as your enemies, but take us as your friend. And the president told him that, I'm a soldier. You don't have to tell me what it takes for me to see that you are a good person or you're not a good person. I know a good friend and a bad friend, so you don't want to teach me. Intelligence. Hmm? Intelligence. Yeah. So right now I'm very happy. It is being built, and we had a scandal in our country here, where our president wanted to lease our Jomo Kenyatta, one of our airports. It's a very big airport, and it is good that he got back and said no, because this is a property for Kenya, and it will remain in Kenya, and we are not into business anymore. And that is how things should be going. When you do something, you don't give it to other person. Ask yourself first. If a person is telling you that, Max One, I need this cloth of yours, you should ask yourself, okay, why is he asking me this cloth? Because even me, I'm using it. I'm using it. It is covering me. Does he want me to walk naked? So sometimes it is good for us to be asking questions before we do other things. I want to say that the 14th thing that I have seen, what he has done is about agriculture, empowerment. Ibrahim Traore has improved the agriculture empowerment, and I saw he bought a lot of tractors, thousands and thousands of tractors. And he said, instead of us, we as the leaders, buying luxury cars, the TX, the V8, the Lamborghinis and Plus, whatever, let us at least empower our people in agriculture sector, so that at least time will come when now we shall be having these luxury cars. So I was shocked to see thousands of tractors aligned for the agriculture sector. I salute you. Let me give you an open salute. I salute you. I don't want even to do this, but let me. It takes only few leaders to do such a thing. Few leaders to do such a thing. Another thing that I want to speak about is Air Burkina. The air base of Bukina Faso. Well organized, well in standard, and everything is just well. So, those things that I'm saying here, they're the main things that they're leading to Burkina Faso to rise. And even the people are envying the young president, and they want even to take his life for no reason. It is just his effort plus his people. They are coming together, speaking one voice and saying that we can do it, we can do this, we can do that. I was even shocked more to see that even they have got their own cement factory, producing a lot of tons of cement for construction. And I was like, oh, these houses that they are building, he has built a lot of houses. How does he get the cement? So I was so curious. I went into details because people, when they see me here, they feel like, oh, Max One is someone. Me, let me tell you, my family. Me, I went to school. And me, I like exploring. I like doing research. I like at least, reading the novels here and there, at least to get something in my head. At least, when you are reading also, you know how to associate with other people, live with other people, knowledge. Even if you are born, yes, you are born with that, wisdom. But also you need other knowledge, how to, So the cement factory is one of the biggest achievements that Burkina Faso people are enjoying right now. Now the shocking part that now is enriching Burkina Faso. This thing is enriching Burkina Faso day by day. Is the gold refineries. The gold refineries, I usually ask myself, for instance, Kenya, we produce gold. But it is only that maybe we don't have those refineries, maybe, to do the necessary. But Kenya is blessed. Kenya is a blessed country where we've got all the minerals. You can name them. Even the fish, we have the fish. But I think our president, when he's traveling, is going to look for free. Me, I usually say, when our president is traveling, I don't think he's going to borrow money because we already have a very big debt, trillions of trillions. The only thing that usually, calms me down is just to say, let the president maybe is going to bring investors to come invest, so that at least our economy will rise. But me as Max One, people should not be looking at me the way you see me. Don't look me the way you see me. One day, people will be shocked. People will be shocked. I'll be put somewhere where I'll do something for my people. Where you can have that voice. You can have that, resources. That you can do this, you can do that. You can do this, you can do that. You can do this, you can do that. You can reach the president. You can reach big leaders and tell them, we need this, we need this. We need, yeah, that is what we want. So the gold refineries, I want to say that is one of the biggest thing that is enriching the Burkina Faso people. And that is why he has said that he doesn't want to see anyone in Burkina Faso mining the gold in that place. That minerals belongs to them. They are supposed to use that minerals at least to build their own country. Salute again. Another thing, they are even producing the power. They are generating their own power. The solars, they are making solars. They are now selling them here and there. Now tell me, my family, Hmm? You just tell me. Before even come there, let me highlight the last thing. Uh, we have this mobile hospital. You know the mobile hospital? The mobile hospital are those hospitals that they are being uh, placed in the rural places, you know, for people to get the right treatment at the right time. Remember, it is very expensive for someone to travel. Um, for example, from here to Nairobi is very expensive. But if we have uh, the mobile hospital, they just come, they camp in a place, you know, they camp in a place in a rural area, they treat, they vaccine the children, they do a lot of things. They do a lot of things. Huh? And like in Kenya, you know, in Kenya, yes, we have good hospitals, but let me tell you, in our public hospitals, and I'm a victim because I've been there severally. You just go, yes, they examine you, they tell you, you tell them, oh, I'm sick. They examine you, they write for you medicine. They tell you now you go buy the medicine from outside. Surely, go buy the medicine from outside. And you've gone there for you to ask for proper medication. So it is high time for, and I know our government, the president is making his own, there are a lot of effort to make sure that um, we have enough drugs, we have enough facilities uh, for treating, to make sure that our people are being treated well. But you find that some things they are not going when. So for me, the call that I want to say that me, I'm praying for Burkina Faso. Continue protecting your leader, and also even in Kenya, let us have transparency, equitable governance, where at least things can come out in a good way. So I want to say thank you so much, and may God bless you for listening to me. And let us see each other in the next that is coming, and be blessed. Think we've seen, and I'd like to visit Burkina Faso one day. So thank you, and thank you so much.